You don't have to get it right. You just have to get it going. I heard that phrase, it was burned into my memory in the early 2000s. A mentor of mine by the name of Mike Littman, he wrote a book called Conversations with Millionaires. He was famous for saying that. And he said it so many times. I think he may have actually borrowed that phrase from Joe Schroeder, but I digress. I remember in the early 2000s, well, he wrote a book called Conversations with Millionaires, and he used to host these conference call, motivational conference calls, Monday through Friday, and I was in Mountain Time Zone, and I remember very well because I used to go to them, and they were either at 4 or 5 a.m. I don't remember which, but it was really early, and he's on the East Coast, so those were fun. But that phrase was burned into my memory, like I said. And the funny thing about it though is, and this is something I've been thinking about, is how do you know when you know something, when you really know it, or maybe when you really believe it? Because you could know a fact, you could know a thing, you might even agree with it, but then it's like, how can you tell if you really believe it? And the easy answer is, well, you're doing it, you're living it on some level, some way, somehow. And I know for sure back at that time, I knew when I would hear him say that, you don't have to get it right, you just have to get it going. I agreed with it. I thought it sounded brilliant. It is. But I know that I didn't really agree with it, because I still kept in my own mind, I kept on thinking, like, well, I just have to get it. I agree, but I want to get things a little bit right, and then it would happen to me time and time again. I would lose the benefit of speed and momentum, and then my yet another idea would, have to be buried in the idea cemetery. Who knows how many are in there right now, of my idea cemetery. But the strategy that the enemy uses, first of all, actually, hold on. When I say the enemy, I'm talking about our invisible enemy, the one who fell first in the garden, Lucifer. Him. He's the one who has a vendetta against mankind, and he does not want to see God's kingdom taking over the earth. He doesn't want to see God's people walking in their true power and authority and having dominion on the earth, which is what God commissioned us to do. He doesn't want to see that. That does not fit into his agenda. So he is doing everything in his power to stop us, to make things hard for us. And one of his tricks and strategies is to convince you that you are not good enough. Well, maybe not yet. Generally speaking, maybe you're good enough. For a lot of us, we're not. We're not good enough, and we never will be. So for a lot of people, maybe that's you. That's where he has you. I know that was definitely there for a long time. But then there could be other people, or you might be at this phase where you're just not good enough yet. Not good enough to be walking in your calling. Not good enough yet to be of any benefit or use or help or to have an impact. Not good enough to be a blessing yet. Not good enough to share your gifts and talents and loves, your passions. You're not good enough just yet. So that's one of his tricks. And so if you are ready to break out of that, then grab on to this truth. And it really is true. You don't have to get it right. You just have to get it going. And listen, if you would just give it a try, make an experiment out of it. If you're a person who, you do not like to jump into a thing without having all the details worked out first, just make it an experiment. Try it. What will happen for you in some way, you'll obviously have your own version of it, but what you'll find is that you'll start beginning to see the truth of, okay, now I see what that means, because now that I'm going, I'm doing it. You start to develop all kinds of confidence. You start to get really excited, more and more excited than you even used to be, before. And then as you're going, now you're learning. Now you're getting to look back at data. You're getting to see, okay, I'm doing this. What's working? What's not? What am I enjoying? What am I doing that I don't really like? Let's cut that out. But you're moving. You have momentum now. And it works. And there's a reason why successful people swear by this. And not necessarily everyone maybe words it that way, but it is a useful phrase. And so grab it, appropriate it. You don't have to get it right. You just have to get it going. Get it going. And yes, by the way, you are enough right now. You are enough right now. In fact, your very existence is evident that you are enough. You are enough, and you have everything that you need right now to just get it going. It's good enough. You can tweak as you go and improve as you go. If you're ready to get going, finally. Put it in the comments. I want to hear from you. Put it in the comments. You don't have to get it right. You just have to get it going. And let me know how that goes. And thank you for subscribing, by the way, if you haven't already. I look forward to speaking with you again soon. Bye for now.